Hey guys, I know I said I would get into the Omega War builds. Those are already done; they're ready to go. But I mainly play on uh, North America East. I've recently been playing on North America West, as well as Europe and Southeast Asia servers. I've talking with a lot of higher level players on those servers, trying to see what if any of the meta is different, what's going on, and talking with them and looking at the numbers. There's something I noticed that I really want to talk about and get your guys' opinion on with a new patch coming up. Real quick before I jump into this topic, I want to remind you of my giveaway. At 1/26/2022, I'll be doing a $25 Google Play or Apple giveaway. Uh, I'll have a word at the towards the end of this video that I'll say audibly out loud. Put that word at the beginning of your comments, and then whatever you liked or disliked about this video. Also, you'll see a link down below for Raid Shadow Legends. I'm able to do this because of them. Go ahead and, if you're interested, use my link, download the game, get to level 15. I get a notification that you did it, and then you'll get 5 additional draws into the giveaway. And as we hit milestones of people doing it, then the amount goes up, and then more people get it. If I hit the max, 3 people will get the full amount. Let's get into it. What's going on, guys? Kigerr here. And on to the main topic of this video. It's kind of a somber video. So as you all know, I was playing Black Widow up until the big changes and the balancing, the Great Thanos balancing. And Widow is still good. I don't want anyone to say otherwise. Widow can still perform. She still does perform on several other servers as well as my own. And so it just doesn't, the way you have to play her now does not fit how I like to play the game. I can still do it, I'm just not a fan of it. Most of you know I made the swap to Captain America, trying to take advantage of the guard break mechanic. And there's a couple of things that I found out while trying to make this work. As soon as the patch dropped, everyone said, Captain Marvel's done, Spider-Man's done, Iron Man's the new king, and I really wanted to go against that. I really wanted to find a way to beat Iron Man. And Captain America is a decent way to do that if the abilities worked the way they say they work. So right now I'm over on Iron Man, and I want to show you something interesting. So the big issue right here is Artificial Intelligence Operation Speed Amplification, or SpeedAmp for short. It's kind of hard to see with the blue text, but I'll read it out loud for you. Recovers ultimate gauge by 35%, which that doesn't matter much. 15%. Decreases remaining skill cooldown by 38.2. That's the thing we care about right there. And then there's a slight knockback, slight damage when you cast the skill. So the issue being, when we look at other characters that do similar worded abilities, such as Storm decreases cooldown and Doctor Strange reduces cooldown, they reduce cooldown stat, like the actual stat of it, and then when you use the skill, then it applies that cooldown. Iron Man's works entirely differently. He wants your abilities to already be on cooldown, whereas the other two want to do it before the cooldown. And this only works on him, whereas the others can give it to allies. So Iron Man can, in Omega War or Alliance War, benefit from Storm or Doctor Strange, giving him cooldown, and then using Speed Amp, and then doing his abilities and then being able to speed it up again because the cooldowns are shorter because of it. So that's one big thing right there, is just it works entirely different than all other versions of it. And then there's obviously the elephant in the room, guided missiles. It shoots 16 shots. It does kind of puny damage, but it does more damage every time a shot hits the same target. So as it ramps up, it does a whole lot of damage. On paper, doesn't look the best, but because of that ramping damage, it's really great. The cooldown's really short, and the big issue here is I have a video on Spider-Man doing this. I'm sure you've seen Iron Man doing this as well, but animation canceling. You hit guided missiles. Before all 16 shoot, you use the active dodge, and then the missiles turn invisible, and their speed gets increased. The developers know about this. They say it is working as intended. To be fair on the developers, they said it was working as intended in response to several issues being displayed at the same time, so it is unclear if they were speaking this specifically is working as intended. Next, I want to get into his specializations, which actually cause a huge issue going on in this game right now. So, as you know, I went to Captain America to benefit from guard damage, right? And Captain America's biggest guard damage spike is he has a specialization that gives him 28% extra guard damage. And his if you use 4 different shield absorption abilities before using the shield release, it does 30% more. That means you have to use several other abilities before you get that 30%, and that 28% is after you use the shield release, so you can benefit from that almost immediately. We'll jump into right here. This does scale the full way. So weapon cartridge, you already have 3 that you're using. Well, you have 2 that you're using. You can use a third. So this gives 20% off rip guard damage to all your abilities. If you would like to take the third one, then it becomes 30%, being more than Captain America's bonus to guard damage, minus using several abilities beforehand. So Iron Man, better guard damage than the guard damage character. And the other thing is, right here, is kind of overlooked. So, creates a barrier equal to 25% of max HP for 5 seconds when guard is broken. I've seen a couple higher level Iron Men taking this after myself and others tried making the swap over to Captain America, making our guard break almost useless. You can say, well, during the time that your guard broke, they can juggle you, but there's also the Nick Fury companion that you can let yourself be guard broken, get the 25 shield, click Nick Fury, who gives you your guard back. They guard break you again, you get another 25% shield, and just they're never eating through that shield. Just really unfair. Next, I want to play a short Dimension Duel match for you. Zeke on my server plays Storm. Awesome player. Some people say bad things about him sometimes because he kills people in Dark Zone. I'm not too worried about it. He's a great guy, answers questions all the time. Shout out to Zeke, great person. And I want to show you, he went in with 100% guard damage decrease, and then this is one of my big issues right here. Alright, let's get into this battle. Press play. Zeke is not going to fight back at all. He's just going to see what his opponent's guard damage does to him. The opponent's going to use a bunch of medium and high guard damage abilities. Bam, bam. Remember, in Dimension Duel, the yellow bar under your HP is your guard. So that's just something to keep out for. He's hit him several times. Even if you're only hitting with lowest class guard damage, you're still going to take some guard damage. But with 100% guard damage, as you'll see, nothing. So guard damage and guard damage decrease are working very differently. They're working very differently than crit damage and crit damage decrease. Crit damage is 300% minus 100% equals 200% bonus damage. Guard damage, whatever number you have, minus 100%. So the Captain Marvel isn't using the highest level guard break, so there's still a little bit we don't know. But what we do know right now is it appears as though it's a direct minus. So if you have 50% guard damage and I have 50% guard damage decrease, nothing. Sorry, not nothing. If you have 50% guard damage and I have 50% guard damage decrease, whatever the skill guard damage is what affects me. Then 50% guard damage and 100% guard damage decrease, reducing everything by 50%, meaning unless you have highest guard break skills and more than that 50% guard damage, you're not going to deal guard damage to me. And that makes the fighting style that I wanted to do pointless. Because as people catch on from this video or others, guard damage decrease is acting kind of awkward compared to how they do other decreases in this game. And I guess the moral of the story is everyone screamed Iron Man overpowered. I really didn't want to say that because I hate ever saying that about characters. And I wanted to play a different playstyle that no one was doing really. Obviously there were other Captain Americas who have been playing Captain America since the game came out. But not in the numbers going on. And then I really noticed Captain America's issue in player versus environment, where Iron Man can kind of shine. I'm sure you've seen Halfson doing 10 to 15 second Kingtron runs. And he's not even built for he's got supervillain damage and stuff, but he's not exactly built for that. He's built for PvP and then takes advantage of PvE stuff. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I really want to stay on Captain America because I like his playstyle, I like the shield he gives, things like that. But it's really, really hard to not want to go over to Iron Man because of spin blade spam and guided missiles going invisible on you. I can't tell you how many times I'm at like a quarter HP, they go to use guided missiles, I go to run, and then my character dies and I'm teleported back to where I was when they clicked the button. Not what I want to see in the game. And I'm not trying to trash the game. The game does have its issues. I'm saying this because as we saw in the most recent balance changes, if you look at what they actually changed and what was hit the hardest, it's really what you, the viewers, have said the most in all the Discord servers, all the Reddit, everything like that. So it's really kind of on you guys to decide what happens in the future. Obviously, this is like asking a genie. I made this joke before because Wolverthor, great guy, said I really want to see them lean into, Doctor Strange, his tankiness, and then we get a damage reduction thing on him. So, I mean, it's a genie, right? You have to be careful and word exactly what you want. You have to make like a lawyer-type contract to get what you're trying to get out of what you're asking for. But we know they're going to listen to the players. They're going to listen to what they say, but they're not always going to do exactly as we ask them to do it. You're going to say, nerf CM, nerf Spider-Man. They are going to do it. They're going to, but they're not going to do it in the way that you're looking for. So I'm just asking you guys what you think about Iron Man, how he's in the game. Is he broken? Do they need to fix the invisible guided missiles? Is it right that Iron Man has more guard damage with less effort than the guy whose main thing is guard damage, right? I also wanted to say in my video yesterday, I showed you guys how in the game files Hella's in there. On their Twitter, they announced Hella as a villain. Not much more than that. She might be the boss in the invasion, or she might be one of the bosses in Dark Domain Point 2. And for the word today, guard break, all one word, guard break, would be the thing. So in the comments down below, put the word guard break, then what you liked or disliked about this video, and if you would, and then that will put you into the thing on Wednesday. And so, like, if you did yesterday's video and today's video, your name will go in there twice. I had some people asking about that. Every time you do it, you go in there. And then if you download Raid Shadow Legends with my link, get to level 15, I get the notification. That's 5 more of your name put into that raffle. Till next time, guys.